Hi, and welcome to the Resource Sharing Assignment Explanation and Overview for Signs and Symbols, Enhancing Science Instruction Through Literacy in the MCCS Era. The big idea of this assignment is that you'll identify and share a resource that supports one or more theory covered in this course and the Montana Common Core standards. The assignment parts are the resource itself, the tie to the theory, and the tie to standards. Part 1, the resource. You'll provide a brief description of the resource, about 100 words. It's important if you pick a website with a lot of information, activities, lesson, etc., you select just one aspect or lesson to describe in detail and analyze for the tie to theory and standards. Otherwise, it makes it hard for us to give you full credit on this section. In your description, you need to make sure that you explain how teachers can access the resource. For example, what is the website? If your resource involves a paid subscription, you need to find a way to ensure that we have access to the resource in order to evaluate your submission. Part 2 is the tie to theory. You need to identify which theory or theories this resource supports, and that's approximately 100 words again. Very important as you do this that you're demonstrating to us that you understand the theories well enough to apply them to classroom materials and instruction. In the tie to standards, you're going to identify which of the Montana Common Core standards the resource supports, both anchor standard and grade level. You can identify more than one, but it's very important that you identify what the anchor standard is and what grade level it's appropriate for. And again, that's about 100 words. The point breakdown on the rubric is that the assignment is worth 10 points. 3 of those go to resource description, 3 go to tie to theory, and 4 go to the tie to standards. In the resource description, to get full credit, you'll need to clearly describe the resource so that how it can be used in the classroom is clear. You'll need to provide sufficient details as to how interested teachers can access the resource. In the tie to theory, you'll need to discuss the learning theory you believe support the use of this resource and explain how and why this resource can be used to facilitate the learning of science according to these theories. And then in the tie to standards, you'll need to be clear how will this resource help science teachers to meet the goals of the MCCS. Be sure to be explicit about the anchor standards and the grade levels that you see the resource supporting.